Hey YouTube, Rico Knows here. Going to talk to you guys about some breaking news. It turns out Isaiah Buggs is a pretty terrible person. All right, Isaiah Buggs, defensive end, former Alabama football player, initially drafted by the Steelers, I believe, and then he's been on a bunch of teams. And he was on the practice squad with the Chiefs, and that's why you see this picture here. He's kissing the Super Bowl trophy. And what happened was, he got arrested for the second time in a couple of weeks. The first arrest is probably pretty disturbing. He's claiming he didn't know that he was mistreating animals. You see, he missed rent on a house he was renting. He was renting a house. He's behind on his rent. He owed $3,000. So they went to the house to try to clear out everything. There was some misdemeanor stuff going on. And they get there, and they find two dogs locked in crates, no access to food or water. He claims he didn't know. Okay, you're going to plausible deniability. He's doing this thing. And then his attorney came out and said some absurdity. His attorney said, this is the police department trying to lower his credibility and force him to close his hookah lounge. I kid you not. I'm going to read some excerpts from a story. And just hear me out here, guys, because this sounds absurd. This says, this arrest comes weeks after Buggs was accused of animal cruelty in Tuscaloosa. Cool. Those charges related to two dogs allegedly being kept in dirty and cramped conditions without access to food or water. The house where the dogs were found was being rented by Buggs. However, his lease was terminated on April 15th due to Buggs owing $3,000 in rent. So, newsflash, this guy doesn't pay his bills. Wow. Yeah, let me guess, bro. A shocker. He owns a hookah lounge, but he can't pay the rent. Okay. 2 misdemeanor warrants were then obtained for second-degree cruelty to dogs or cats. Isaiah Buggs was later surrendered to Tuscaloosa police and post bail. At the time, Buggs' agent, Trey Robinson, shout out to my dog, she's drinking her water. She has access to her water, and she's in 72-degree weather right now. I love my dog. I wouldn't lock her outside and keep her outside of anything. Trey Robinson says these accusations are a tactic from police to get Buggs to close a hookah shop he owns in the city. So they got him. They went out and blamed him for some trapped dogs on his yard. That sounds crazy. Isaiah vehemently denies the truthfulness of these allegations and charges asserted against him today. Under no circumstances does Mr. Buggs condone the mistreatment of any animal. Only women. That's right, only women, because he just got arrested for domestic violence. And I want to tell you how, and they charged him with burglary too. I'm assuming he probably stole her phone. That's an assumption on my part. I shouldn't jump to conclusions, but I'm going to tell you guys, maybe he stole her car keys. This man does not sound like a quality member of society. A hookah lounge? That's your contribution to society? A hookah lounge? Come on, dude. King's Hookah Lounge. Stop going to King's Hookah Lounge. The owner takes your money and doesn't pay his rent with it. That's right. There's a good law-abiding citizen who owns a home and offers it for rent, and this dude shows up like a squatter and mistreats animals in that home. It's not immediately clear what the details of the recent charges are. However, the charge of domestic violence in the second degree with a burglary designation means that a person committed a crime of burglary 3, and the victim is either a current or former spouse, a child, a parent, or anyone with whom the defendant had a child with. This also covers relationships like priests, right, or household member that lived in that house. If you did anything to those people, you can be charged with domestic violence. Cool story, bro. Just so you guys know, this man has been a member of the Las Vegas Raiders. Shocker. And he's probably on his last days in the NFL. Let's get him out of here. Anybody who lays a hand on a woman is just never going to be on my level. Like, I'm never going to be cool with it. Never going to support it. I am anti any such violence. And if you mistreat animals, that's double whammy, bro. I might find you myself. Being real. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Stop supporting criminals because they're good at a sport. Stop supporting criminals because they're athletic. Stop supporting criminals because they wear your favorite team's jersey or colors. It's not okay.